Hey, what's going on, Soulmates? I wanted to hit you guys up with some final thoughts about the Haslab Galactus crowdfunding project. And I thought I was done talking about Galactus, but then I was talking with my girlfriend in the car while we were going to her house, and she kind of said some revealing things to me that made me really think about this action figure. And one of them was she asked what was so special about the figure that it cost $400. And I was telling her about it, and then she just said, and? Like, I told her about all the articulation, I told her about the swappable faceplates, I told her about the LED lights, and she just said, and? Yeah, she was really unimpressed by everything I was telling her, and she kept saying, and, after I told her each feature. And then finally, I just had to say, that's it. That's really all there is to Galactus. And then she said, it sounds like an $80 action figure to me. And I was looking at her for a second, and I was looking back at the road because, you know, we're driving. And then I thought to myself, I hadn't really thought about it that way, but you know what? She's got a point. This Galactus figure is really overpriced by about $300. I think it should be about $100, and even Astrid, my girlfriend, thinks that that's too much. It's $20 too much. She thinks it should be $80. And now I'm looking at the Marvel Legends and thinking these are $10 action figures. There is no reason that these should be $13 more than they were back in 2007. And even that's kind of pushing it for me. Think about it for a second. Hasbro, a multi-billion-dollar company, is charging $23 a piece for a Marvel Legend, and we're paying it. Boy, they have us trained good. And Galactus, who cost $400, is made up of approximately 20 Marvel Legends in terms of pricing. And when you look at the cost of Galactus, he's $400, they require 14,000 backers. 400 times 14,000 is over $5 million to get this project going. You know what a project like Galactus is to Hasbro? It's a drop of piss in a bucket. It could flop 10 times over, and Hasbro could really give a shit. Looking at Galactus right now, it appears that it is funded. They got over 15,000 backers so far. There's currently 5 days and change left. I'm really not surprised that Galactus reached his goal because I figured that Galactus would get funded, but I'm not so sure about the stretch goals. They might reach the stretch goals, they might reach the first one. I don't think they're going to reach the second stretch goal if they even reveal it at all, because we all know it's the Silver Surfer. It's obvious. The outline is super obvious. It's just the Walgreens Silver Surfer, more than likely. And you know what, Soulmates? I'm going to stick my guns here. I'm not going to back this project because my girlfriend's right. This is an $80 action figure with a bloated, marked up price tag, no accessories. It ain't worth the money. And you know what, guys? I know it comes with faceplates, but no, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about real accessories, and that brings me into the subject that I really want to bring up for today, is the accessories that they could have included with Galactus, but just didn't, to really make Galactus worth that $400 price tag. First, you gotta include the Silver Surfer. I've said it before, he shouldn't be a tier. He should not be a tier. Silver Surfer should just be there with Galactus because he's that important. He's intrinsically linked with Galactus. He is the herald in the Galactus stories that are included with this figure because, you know, the figure includes 3 issues of the Fantastic Four where Galactus first appeared. You know who's there? Silver Surfer. He should just be there. Silver Surfer needs to be there with Galactus, and that Silver Surfer needs to be a new figure. Not a Walgreens exclusive re-release, not any other kind of re-release. Pinless joints, magnets in the feet and the surfboard, energy blast, Kirby crackle. That's what we're talking about here. All new, and that would be the first step to get this up to that $400 price tag. If you support what I do, be sure to click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine when it comes out. And if you want to hang out with me and my soulmates on Twitch, I stream live Sunday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the second step would be to include an unmasked head for Galactus, because those extra faceplates, they're cool, but they're not the same as an unmasked head. That would be bad ass. They could have even made Galactus's helmet removable. That would have been really impressive. But, you know, they didn't. So the second best option would be an Unmasked Head, and that would be a really good second step toward making this worth that $400 price tag. Next, we really gotta get into accessories here. It's appalling that Galactus just doesn't really come with any accessories, right? And Galactus is the kind of guy who needs accessories, especially when you're making a figure of this magnitude. So the accessories that I would include with Galactus would be his throne, because when you see him on his spaceship, guess where he always is? He's resting on his throne. You see it in Secret Wars, you see it on the Fantastic Four animated series, you see it in the Silver Surfer comic that features Nova that I showed you guys. You see it a bunch, man. You gotta put Galactus on his throne here. He's gotta have somewhere to rest because he's always so tired, because he's always so hungry, right? Yeah, he's always hungry. He's gotta sit down for a while. Big guy, his blood sugar's getting low. He's gotta go eat a planet or two real soon. Harold, get out there and find me some planets, man. I got the munchies. Baby, I want me some sentient life and foliage for veggies. And then for dessert, I'm gonna bite that hot and chewy magma center. It's my best Galactus impression. And then, Soulmates, for Galactus's last accessory, I would include his harness that he uses to harvest planets, because it's just as iconic as his throne. You see it in all kinds of comics. It needs to be there too, because it seems like a part of Galactus. Now, artists like to draw all kinds of different versions of his harness that he uses to harvest those planets, so, you know, you can just pick one that looks the best or fits the best with the figure. But ultimately, I just want it to be there, right? Because it seems like he needs it. And with the inclusion of that device, as well as the throne, a pinless Silver Surfer, brand spanking new Silver Surfer, and the Unmasked Head, along with the base figure that we're already getting, now we're talking a figure that is worth the price, I think. I would totally buy that. I would go for it. If Galactus were like that on the crowdfunding project page, I wouldn't be able to resist. I would look at that and say, you know what, look at all that. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. But right now, it's just the base figure. It's not very exciting. It feels cheap. It feels like I'm not getting a very good deal. It feels like Hasbro's getting the better end of that deal, doesn't it? Yeah. And you know, if they were just going to do Galactus like this, they really should have just repurposed the retro-carded Fantastic Four line, made the plastic a little bigger maybe to accommodate Galactus, and then given us 3 waves of Fantastic Four figures, because you know what? Those Fantastic Four figures they just announced need to be redone anyway. They're no good. Most of those Fantastic Fours, bleh. The only good ones were like Psycho Man and High Evolutionary and maybe The Thing, but all the other figures that they just announced, they suck. They do good Fantastic Four figures, give us a bunch of supporting characters and villains, and oh, suddenly this is the most awesome Build-A-Figure series ever. I legit don't know how you couldn't be into it. Maybe if you're just a fuddy-duddy and you don't like Fantastic Four, maybe then, oh, I don't like it, but you know what? Fantastic Four is awesome. Shut up. I'm just joshing you guys. It's okay if we don't have the same opinions. We can still be friends, man. If you support what I do, please be sure to click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine when it comes out. And if you want to hang out with me and my soulmates on Twitch, I stream live Sunday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to play some superhero games, and I would love to see you. I'll be back again soon with some thoughts about new releases, and until then, with love from me to you, bye-bye.